Chapter 7, JAMΑ'AH, or congregation. Surah 2:843 says, "And establish prayer and pay the zakat, and bow down with those who bow down." Surah 1:8, 4, and 5, "Thee do we serve, and thee do we beseech for help. Guide us on the right path." 402, "And when thou art among them, and leadest the prayer for them, let a party of them stand with thee, and let them take their arms. Then, when they have prostrated themselves, let them go to your rear, and let another party who have not prayed come forward and pray with thee." The prayer service of Islam is essentially a congregational service and has, besides the development of the inner self of man through communion with God, other ends as well in view, which show what a unique force the Islamic prayer is in the unification of the human race. In the first place, the gathering of all people living in the same vicinity 5 times a day in the mosque is a great help to the establishment of healthy social relations, the circle becoming wider in the Friday service, and still more extensive in the Eid gatherings, the holiday prayer, held on the 1st of the 10th month and another on the 10th of the 12th month. But the Jama'ah not only promotes social relations, what is far more important, it levels down social differences. In the congregational prayer, all Muslims stand shoulder to shoulder before their Maker. The king, along with his poorest subject, the rich arrayed in costly robes, with the beggar clad in rags, the white man along with his black brother, nay, the king or rich man standing in a back row is required to lay his head when prostrating himself before God at the feet of a slave or a beggar standing in the front row. There could be no greater leveling influence in this world. In fact, congregational prayers are meant, among other things, to carry into practice the theoretical lessons of equality and fraternity for which Islam stands. However forcibly Islam may have preached in words the equality of man and the fraternity of the community of Islam, all this would have ended in mere talk had it not been translated into everyday life through the institution of 5 daily congregational prayers. The stress laid by the Holy Quran on Jama'ah is evident not only from the express command contained in verse 1, the very word used for it in the observance of prayers is evidence that congregation is of the essence of prayer. Wherever the institution of prayer is spoken of, one of the derivatives of the word iqama, which signifies the putting of an affair into a right state, or keeping up of establishing of it, is used to indicate its proper observance. This very word, iqama, technically signifies the pronouncement of certain sentences before the congregational service is held, for which see the preceding chapter. The word iqama, being thus associated with congregational service by the Holy Prophet himself, is a clear indication that by the iqama, the prayer in the Holy Quran is meant the establishment of the congregational service. In fact, the stress laid on Jama'ah, Friday is the day, right? By the Holy Quran is evident from its prayers, which all aim at the development of the community as a whole, which contain the most frequently repeated prayer of Islam, affords an example of this, and showing the importance attached to the congregational prayer is so great that even when facing the enemy in the battlefield, Muslims are required to say their prayers in congregation. Of the Hadith related in this chapter, the first 3 lay stress on the importance of the congregational prayer, and then showing that the congregational prayer, when it's said, no prayer should be said singly. And then speaking of the congregational prayer, well, then we have that when it would be hard on people to gather in the mosque, they should be allowed to say their prayers in their abodes, showing that even women, and then we have showing that even women were required to join the congregation, while women forming a separate row is next, and then some narrations about the arrangement of ranks, and then that a single man shouldn't form a row by himself. Abu Hurairah reported that the apostle, messenger of Allah, peaceful blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "I swear by him in whose hand is my soul, I had almost determined that I should order that wood should be collected, Then I should order that a call should be sounded for prayer, and then I should order that he should lead the prayer. Then I should go to the people who have absented themselves and burn their houses on them. So you can tell, the severity of the feeling in regard to that. Not that he was ever going to plan that. Abu Darda said, the messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, there are not three people, either in the town or the desert, among whom prayer is not said in congregation, but the devil will surely overcome them. So stick to the congregation, for the wolf eats the one that has strayed away from the people. Malik said, two men who intended going out on a journey came to the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, and the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, when you go out, give out a call for prayer, then recite the Iqamah. Then let the senior of you lead the prayer. Abu Hurairah said, the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, when the Iqamah for prayer has been called, no prayer but the one that is obligatory shall be said. Ibn Umar reported that the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, prayer said in congregation excels the prayer said alone by 27 degrees. Not that said, Ibn Umar gave a call for prayer in Tazajnan on a cold night, then said, say prayers in your abode. And he informed us that the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, used to order a mu'adhin on a cold or rainy night and during a journey to give a call for prayer, and then say on finishing it, beware, say your prayers in your abodes. Ibn Umar reported on the authority of the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, when your women ask your permission to go to the mosque at night, give them permission. Aisha reported the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, used to say the morning prayer when it was yet dark. So the women of the believers returned when they could not be recognized on account of darkness, or they did not recognize one another. Now, in some areas there could be safety issues, but the men should be willing to protect the women, and that sort of thing. Anas reported on the authority of the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, who said, arrange your ranks properly, for the proper arrangement of ranks is part of keeping up a prayer. Abu Hurairah reported the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, did people know the importance of the adhan and being in the first row, and they had no choice but to draw lots for it? They would draw lots for it. Ibn Masud said, the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, used to touch our shoulders at the time of prayer and used to say, keep straight and do not be uneven, for in that case your hearts would disagree. Let those from among you who are possessed of understanding and wisdom stand nearest to me, and those who are next to them, and those who are next to them. Anas said, the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, complete the first row, then the one that is next to it, and whatever deficiency there is, let it be in the last row. Wabasa said, the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, saw a man praying alone behind the row, so he commanded him to say the prayer over again. Anas said, I and an orphan in our house prayed behind the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, in one row, and my mother, Sulaim, was behind us. And so this, a woman can stand alone if she's the only woman, but the men should stand in groups of, 2 people. You can pull somebody back to join you if you're a man, but